It's Michael Israel. You're watching Spiritual Combat Garage Edition. But I'm gonna get this thing up and going here. It'll be 1 second as I make sure everything's up and running good. It's gonna be a good lesson. Essentials of masculinity. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna be looking. Yeah, bear with me. Okay. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, I want to say shalom to everybody. I see people beginning to come in. If you could just let me know if the audio is okay. I need to know if the audio is good. That's my big thing. And then once I know the audio is good, I'll go ahead and press forward. Let me see. This thing. Let's try to do something. Okay, so yeah, once y'all let me know the audio's good, I will press forward. Okay, so hey, shalom, brother Cedric. Said the audio's good. Shalom, Elder Rufus. Audio's good. Appreciate it, Elder. And I'll be giving you a call later when this is done. But hey, shalom, brother Dalton. Awesome fellowshipping with you, man. Appreciate you coming out with the saints this Sabbath. Shalom to your brother Yashon. Good to see you. So yeah, man, this is gonna be a good lesson here, and it's kind of gonna be the direction we go moving forward with spiritual combat. My brother Dalton said he needed that. He was running on fumes. Well, be consistent. You need to be out there among the saints. Week in, week out, no excuse. You know what I'm saying? It's imperative, especially in this day and age. It's a desert out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, we're going to get into some real talk today. A lot of stuff going on, but good and bad. You understand what I'm saying? Let me see. This is weird. I'm trying to get my Facebook to work correctly. But anyway, a lot of stuff going on out there in Hebrew land, down here in Straitway, Florida. And I'll tell you this, when you push in on Satan's kingdom, he tries to push right back. You know what I'm saying? This thing is combat, is warfare, spiritual combat, spiritual warfare, you name it. Shots fired, men be going down, you name it. It's all through the book that this is a fight, you know. And one of the things, let me hold on. There we go. I got it. There it goes. All right. I appreciate it. All right. I want to say shalom to y'all over there on Facebook also. I was having problems getting the thing up. So you always got to keep that mindset. You always got to, be about that warfare in the spirit. Be aware of the spirit world. Be aware that there is a spirit world. People got spirits on them. You know what I'm saying? You got to discern what type. Pastor Dow did an awesome message showing all through the book. he was showing all the different types of spirits that be on people, good and bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to be aware of that. But one of the things that attracted me to Straitway Ministries, the ministry, the leadership, this, that, and the other, that was a sign that, hey, this was a serious ministry and everything like that, was the masculinity, the actual manhood, the proper and biblical manhood, not macho boy manhood or anything like that. That's something that prior to coming in contact with Straitway, I would only see sparingly here and there. Something that I from the beginning of my spiritual journey, it was something that I was pursuing, was like the essentials of manhood. Because way back then, when I was 26 years old, 27, I knew something was missing, the missing manhood, And now fast forward, here I am with the saints of the book who are sincere. They're seriously pursuing biblical righteousness, biblical manhood, you name it. But what is manhood? What is that in the true sense? What does it mean to be a man? What I'm going to do in the lesson today, just hit on a couple areas, not everything, but just some things that I've seen, patterns I've seen, traits I've seen with real men versus people who have been overcome or succumbed by this wicked and untaught generation. That's the best way I could put it. The stuff I'm going to be laying out here is that it's at the core of why people have relationship problems, okay? It's at the center of it, okay? It's at the center of, it's in the 90 percentile. Why, when I give relationship counseling and this, that, and the other, and there's relationship issues, this is the issue. And it's manhood. Men don't know how to be men. Majority of the time, relationship issues will get rectified in the short term, almost every single time, if the man just mans up. Now, it's not gonna, a lot of times, sometimes it's not gonna be a Disney World solution to it. Sometimes the woman just need to go. But the majority of the time, when the man truly behaves and exemplifies the essential qualities of manhood, it rectifies the situation. So the essentials of manhood. One of the biggest things I see with what I would call pseudo masculinity out there, these men, they masquerade as men, but they're just males. You know what I'm saying? Is they're not grounded. And what do I mean? What do I mean when I say grounded? What do I mean by that? I mean anything sways them. They're not men of their word. They're not grounded in the biblical ideology. They're not grounded in book. This is why I could bear witness that Straitway is the way, because the leadership in Straitway holds everybody to the standard. Okay? And what they try to do is ground men, get them grounded in biblical righteousness. Okay? So they're not wavering. They're not wavering under women. They're not wavering under the voices that pop up in your head that are contrary to the book. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Put a 100 up in there if you understand what I'm saying, because I want to make sure I'm not talking around in circles to where you can't understand me, okay? Because, if I know y'all understand where I'm coming from, I could go in deeper on the thing, like I'm getting ready to do. Because it's not a game out here, man. It's not a game. All right. So y'all get what I'm saying. So when you ground out as a man and like so check out what I did. The way I grounded out, the way I anchored myself in some type of ideology. And let me do this for you. I'm gonna do y'all a favor, cause okay, hold on one sec. Do y'all a favor. Okay. When I say ideology, I just want to make sure y'all understand everything I'm saying. Being a man, you ground yourself in an ideology. At the age of 26, between the age of 26 27, I grounded myself in a pseudo ideology, sort of an ideology. It was in half truths. I grounded myself in it. Okay? And immediately I began getting the results that I desired, that I thought I desired in dealing with women. So what I put is, what I did, I pulled up the definition of ideology. I grounded myself in a system of ideas or ideals, especially one which forms a basis of, and it says economic theory, this, that, and other. So, but basically, I grounded myself in a system of operation, in a laws of who I was that I felt identified with me. Now, as I always do, I'm always progressing and pushing forward and seeking understanding and trying to get understanding. So as I progressed in that, it led me back to Yah's word. Okay? It led me back to his word. Okay? And just so y'all know, what I studied was a lot of like pickup and how to get women, this, that, and other, and then how to be a man from the world. And stuff worked, but it was on the wicked side, because a lot of it was manipulating women, this, that, and other, whatever. But when I came back to the word and studied the word from that vantage point, from that perspective, I saw how deep the Bible was on the stuff that I had learned, but it took it even deeper and made it even more righteous and then even more beautiful. Then come the Straitway, and I'm like, dude, these dudes is not only teaching it, they're doing it. And like, it was funny because when I went up there to Pentecost, got my batteries charged up there, and kind of really hung around up under Pastor Dow and other leadership, really sat up under them for the bulk of the time I was there. What happened while I was up there for Pentecost is, believe it, y'all can say whatever y'all want, just the way I be approaching things. I'm like looking at everything, but I really got an inkling of how the level that the Pastor Dow's on and Elder Rufus and this and some of the other leaders, I really began to get a small taste of the level that they're on and how advanced, for lack of a better word, they are in their understanding, what they've dealt with, what they deal with, whether it's marriage, relationship, whatever. When Kabir said light years ahead, most dudes are just struggling with women. Now you got leadership who they're married to 2 women, have them in order on a high level, have a house in order, rule their house as well. You can't find it out there. I've been out there, But like I said, man, I'm shifting gears on this whole thing. I'm not talking about what's out there. I'm talking about what's here moving forward, man. Because I will vex. I get turned up talking about what's out there, okay? But having that house in order, so grounded in true biblical masculinity, grounded in the word. One of the reason I came back to Yah's word after studying all this stuff and really developing myself into a man, or beginning to develop myself into a man, is because it just, I went as deep as I could go into all that, and it was like, okay. But then when I came back to the word, I saw, man, the word goes as deep as you want to take it, in any aspect. I'm just talking about one particular aspect today, and that is the essentials of manhood, okay? And it'll take you deep. So going into it, when I talk about being grounded in the ideal, or being grounded, another word to say is being confident, or being secure. You ever hear somebody say insecure? You're not secured down. So a woman will be attracted to you based on how grounded and secure you are. Okay? That is what attraction is. Like when a woman feels those feelings about you, and they gotta be with you, this, that, and other, is because you are secured. You are latched down. So when she has an emotional hurricane, or she has an emotional storm, you're not like tumbleweed getting blown all over the damn place. Okay? You're not like a rigid tree snapping under, which is the same thing. You're still not secured. Because if you're rigid and she has her emotional hurricane, she's going to just snap you and break you, and you're going to snap, and then you're going to be macho boy going berserk. But you have to be a palm tree in her emotional hurricane. So what I'm saying is, women are the proving ground of how grounded and secure you are as a man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all get that? Or am I talking about? Let me know. Put something in there to let me know that if y'all kind of get, or if I need to go in deeper. Because trust me, I go in a lot deeper on this thing. Because I'm trying to go somewhere with it. This is what I do. This is what I study. But and I'm trying to do people a favor, because what is this will save your daggone marriage. I see people going in the wrong direction, trying to, quell the storm. They do, but they miss it. They miss it. Man, trust me. I can't tell you how many people I've told that when a woman sees the emotional change in you, when a woman sees the emotional growth in you, when you come into this truth, not knowledge, not I've read 28,000 books and I can regurgitate this, not all this emotional manipulation stuff and all, whatever this crap is. No, when she sees character development in you, what am I talking about? I'm talking about what I just said. and a grounded ideology. I'm just trying to use different words because, like, with me, like, sometimes the words are vague. That's why I always be getting on here and defining words, because sometimes I get lost because the words are too vague what people are saying. When she sees you being secure in who you are, not being insecure. So what's being secure is, hey, this, that, and the other, this is what we're going to do, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. Well, I don't want to do that. Why we doing that when we could do this? And like, and you've said this because you already know, you're wise, you've done your research, the moves you're making are wisdom, okay? You know his book. You're not wavering on Yah's word, because we're going to just take it to Yah's word to make it super basic, okay? But I sit here and watch people, they're not grounded, and they go against Yah's word for women, for voices in their head, for whatever it is. They'll go against Yah's word. And trust me, women see when you go against Yah's word, whether it's for them. They see when you go against whatever you claim to be about. See, a lot of people wonder why women, they say, oh, women only like bad boys. Oh, women only go for them drug dealers. No, women go for men with ideologies. Women go, your drug dealer puts money over a woman. Women do not like to be worshipped. So your so-called drug dealers, these women go for so-called bad boys or these type of men because these men are actually more righteous than a lot of these so religious people you see out here. Your drug dealer, your gang member, some of these other people. Because what? They don't worship Eve like Adam did. You see what I'm saying? They don't put the woman on, they don't hearken unto women. What do y'all say? Because thou have hearkened unto the woman. Okay? And I'm not saying, I listen to my wife. My wife gives me advice. Koya is wise. She can discern stuff. She'll give me advice on things. And if it's good, I'm boom. Okay, boom, okay. But I don't hearken unto her. I'm not serving her. If you know, at the end of the day, I'm making my decisions and blah, blah, blah. But what you see out here, man, I'm telling you, I'm keeping it 1,000. If you want to be a man and live this life in some type of, what's that word? What's the word? Contentment. And y'all gotta get grounded. Like I said, it's Straitway is the way they push you getting grounded. They will shake your house up. You know? It will shake it up. Why? Because, like I've been telling a lot of people this, talk with the saints down here about moving from dysfunction to function. Man, I got some brothers down here. I mean, we are beginning to grow so tight, and it's so beautiful. It's something that you don't even realize you desire till you begin to see it. But I got some brothers down here, and I've never experienced this in my life with what I'm seeing with our brothers down here, with the sisterhood that's beginning to develop down here. Because the Straitway model, because Pastor Dow, Elder Rufus, and his leadership, they, just like the book says, oh, you worship Pastor Dow. No, Pastor Doll is worthy of double honors, like the book says. But you ungrounded, boot-licking, jack-leg, tiptoe through the Torah men, so-called men, I'm going to call you males, don't get it. You're so insecure. And that's where I'm going to go next. This segued in so perfectly. You don't get it. Like God, when you show a man honor. Why? Because you are so not secured. You got, what's the word for it? Where you're a mama's boy, where you like, you need your mama to sign off on you. You weren't raised around men, so you need your mama or somebody to tell you you're a good boy and pat you on your head or something. And that is how you get your sense of self, is when men say, hey, you're good, hey, la, la, la. But when men show another man honor, you like, why they, that's they God or something? When all we talking about is book. Our footwork is only book. The dance we do is book. That's our footwork. People, like Beloved told me, hey, people mad because they can't do our dance. They ain't got that footwork. They can't do our dance. So they mad. They big mad. Why? Because they ain't tough enough. They ain't man enough. They ain't got the drive in them. They ain't got that motor in them to push through this thing and man the hell up. When y'all hear me say man up, I'm talking about get grounded, get secure, get an ideology, stick to something you claim to be about. When I say book it and be about this book, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not letting money, women, intimidation, or the shit that's in between these ears move me from my grounding in this book, in the Bible. When you do that, women get the naughty tingles when they be around you. When you don't let a scantily dressed woman intimidate you, swerve you, they're like, damn, my buzzard eggs and this big ass turtle shell on my back, don't swerve them. What in the hell is this? Like, my spell don't work on them. What? It's like they don't know what the hell they dealing with. No, you dealing with a man of Yah. That's what you dealing with. You could take all them hips and dips and cover that up and submit. See, because women, see, look, we're going a little deep there, but what I've always heard, this is when I know men don't get it. When they're sitting there telling a woman to submit to them. I'm going to make a woman submit, because I know I'm going to make a woman submit to me, because it happens naturally. The Most High, like that verse says, the man is not made for the woman, but the woman is made for the man. So when you act like a man and you doing man stuff, which I'm getting ready to get into, but you're doing man stuff, a woman is naturally a woman now. Not a monster, not a dragon, but a woman is naturally gonna fall in line with that. She damn near can't even resist it. Y'all put a big old facts in there if that's big old facts. Like Brother Cedric said, if that's big old facts and y'all get that, put it in there. That's, you see what I'm saying? Because we going to just come straight down the middle. This is why you're having relationship problems, y'all. I'm telling you. It's not complicated. You don't need to watch Dr. Phil and Oprah. You don't need to go down to the marriage counselor. The thing ain't complicated. Most High done laid it out. It's book. You know? And you don't need to mollywop the women upside the head. Kneel before God, woman. You know, you don't need to do all that. You don't need to do all that. You don't need to do all that. Okay? I'm telling you, when you tell them how it's going to be, and they're like, well, no, it ain't. I'm like, okay. On some James Bond spirit type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what it looks like. You know? It don't always take a bunch of hollering. And most of the time, it don't take a bunch of hollering and carrying on. It don't. You know? All right, hold on. So yeah, somebody sent me a text. I have to check it out later. Don't take a bunch of hollering and carrying on. And a lot of men, again, they're not grounded. They're grounded in other things. So that's why it takes that. Some of these men are grounded in spirits of fear. Some people are grounded in spirits of idolatry. What's idolatry? Y'all? Now look, it's going to be tight. Excuse me, but it's going to be right. Now listen, some people put their family and children over Yah. So you got some men, ain't nobody going in the way, and they're just sitting there, and like the verse reads, he said, no man has left house. And mind you, I'm packing mine up right now. Brand new house, 2 years old. Sold it to get up out of here, get my debt paid off, get myself where I need to be. Okay, sold it. I said, no man has left house or wife or children or any of this stuff for my name's sake. And no man has done that and regained tenfold in this life and the life to come. But I'm just telling you, I watch a lot of dudes, you know, they just they're captive by that. A lot of people don't tell them this. But you watch Kabir get on there and tell them. Man, Kabir is an example of this situation. Brother Cedric. Y'all see Brother Cedric in there? If y'all on YouTube, y'all see Brother Cedric right there in the comments. He did it. Down here in Straitway, Florida. Forsook wife and children for this truth, for this book, for Yah's word. The book tell you, if she will not go into the way, hand her that bill. Okay? It said, children are their oppressors. They keep us oppressed. Well, we just think we're doing it for the kids. We're doing it for the kids. And these dudes be defeated. Defeated. Children are their oppressors and their women rule over them. They manipulate it and yank them around using what? The children. That's big old facts, y'all. Big old painful facts. But you got to man up. You got to get anchored. We're not playing around, boy. And when you do, when you get anchored, when you get grounded, it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, we're seeing it. We're not talking. We're not your Sunday preacher. We're not your moron moron. Not your bishop bootlicker. You know. We're not deacon dumbass. That's a new one, right? Deacon dumbass. We ain't none of that over here. I'm just Brother Mike dropping some big old facts on your ass so you can get your stuff in order. But not as man, it ain't the time for play. It's not time to play. And when you like, there's brothers out there where they're in a house, the woman's not going in the way, and you got children, and you're like, oh, we're gonna just do it for the children, all this stuff, and you just keeping yourself spiritually castrated because you ain't doing what you need to do. You understand? It's widespread. I'm telling you, it's an epidemic. I deal with it all the time. There's people out there that if you would just stand, it would surpass your limited understanding of what would happen in your house, and your wife would get on board. Because at the end of the day, these women do not like to be uncovered. It's wired into them on an instinctual DNA level. But your limited boy, insecure understanding and fear of loss is like, well, if I do what the book says, I think she's gonna leave me. I can't argue and go against her like that. Even though she weigh 120 pounds and my big dumb ass weigh 250 pounds, I scared, sir. I'm a disserver. You see what I'm saying? That's the thinking. Now I get on here and tell you, let your junk drop. Let your junk swing. Man up. And nobody gonna tell you that. Except Elder Rufus, the head of Straitway, Pastor Dow. You know, and he villainized Pastor Dow. He's talking it, living it, showing it, repeating it. You know. How else do we tell you? So why aren't people making moves? Why ain't folks making moves, y'all? Why ain't people making moves? Why ain't nobody making moves, y'all? Make these moves, man. Be about that action, man. Be about that action. Get it cracking and make it happen. And Michael Israel is rapping. Nah, I ain't. Only thing I can rap is a present, and I don't do that no more. Y'all understand me, man? This is real. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand the degree of what I'm talking about. Like, this is Satan in the camp everywhere. Like, it's what I just said here is everywhere. All it takes is the men manning up for everything to get moving. Y'all, this is what we're doing down here. I'm not talking. We're doing this. I got other brothers and sisters doing what I'm saying here. What Straitway has been saying. And guess what? This is what's happened down here is it's beginning to move faster and faster and pick up steam. The light is beginning to get brighter. People in the near future, people are gonna really begin to see it. Okay? So somebody said, do what is best. What do you mean by that? Explain that. Explain what you mean, do what is best. The word is the best. Period. But elaborate on that if you could. I just want to, see what you mean by that. Do what is best. Need to be more disciplined. I'm definitely on this timely message. It's not a game, brother Jason. Most I put this thing on my heart. You know what I'm saying? We're not tiptoeing through the Torah. We ain't tiptoeing around women. We ain't tiptoeing through life. We're not tiptoeing in our emotions. We're not tiptoeing in our humility. Because I'm telling you, I make mistakes, fall hard and take the correction hard and all that, you know. But I'm growing. I'm pushing forward. I'm waiting for the brother to explain what he means, do what is best. The difference is David and Ahab. I get it. Yahweh bless you, Brother Michael. So check this out. I'm glad that brother put that in there, Brother Jeremy. Look, think about what I'm saying. This is what keeps me grounded, and sometimes I get distracted by other stuff that's being taught out there. Okay? King David, did he know our history? Was y'all dealing with him? Was y'all dealing with King David? Did he know Hebrew? Let me go one step back. What did Israel know Hebrew? Did Israel know their history? Did Israel believe in Yah? Did Israel see Yah working as a nation? And guess what? All of them were on the hill scared with a spirit of fear. You see what I'm saying? Satan works through fear. That's why I'm telling this dude, do what is best. What does that mean? Elaborate on that. What are you saying? I'm trying to figure out, is he operating in a spirit of fear because his wife dominates him, but he's doing it for the children, so he's just doing what is best? Is that what you're subtly trying to say? Well, I'm telling you, you better do what's best for Yah. Yah's word is the best for you. So just let me know, okay? Because like I said, they had all the history. They knew how to pronounce the Hebrew. They knew the tetragrammaton and all this deep stuff. You see all these Hebrew philosophers and all these people going into. They knew all that. Judas knew it too. He knew it all. It take a powerful woman to submit. It takes. Stanley, what I was asking you is, what do you mean do what is best? It takes a powerful woman to submit. It does. But it takes a weak, a woman will, a grounded masculine man, if she has a shred of, look, listen, y'all, because I'm telling y'all stuff. I'm gonna go in deep on this. I'm gonna just let him just elaborate on that. Saying, you got time, type in something so I understand where you're trying to come from, and I can go in very deep on it. But what I'm trying to tell y'all, understand the level of deception. Okay? I mean, Satan came and tempted Christ. Y'all, a lot of y'all are deceived. You understand that. This ain't no joke. And it's with fear. And in the first place, I was talking to a sister about this yesterday. She trying to come into the faith. She wrestling. She trying to figure the truth out. It's not a game, man. Okay, it takes. Okay. So yeah, but it takes, he said it takes a powerful woman to submit. No, it takes, when you're a real man, a woman has to fight her desire to submit to you. And you can watch them do it. When you're walking in true biblical masculinity, and you're secure and you're grounded, okay? A woman will actually have to fight herself, which she can't do. She has to fight her emotions. Her emotions will overcome her and cause her to submit. If you got a woman with even a shred of womanhood in her. Now, if you got one of these monsters out here, it'll just be over, you know. But that's period. I can't tell you the number of situations where the man lays out the situation. I look at that man's character. I look at what he got going on. And I'm like, it's you. It's you. It's you. Exactly, brother. Sword of the truth. He said, they can't come, they have to bind the strong man before they come take his house over. Okay? Yeah, there's Jezebel, yep. But even the Jezebel spirit, when you're walking, again, understand what I'm saying. Because a lot of men walk in fear. And the Jezebel spirit is a strong spirit. But when you're walking with the Holy Spirit, what do you think? When you're grounded in true biblical masculinity. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, they got to bind the strong man. You can't steal a strong man, steal from a strong man unless they tied them first. Yep. Jezebel's real out there. It's in men and women alike. But trust me, that Jezebel spirit, listen, y'all, I ain't gonna go into everything, but look, I've been around them. And you rattle their whole reality. You shake it up. I'm telling you, y'all. I'm telling you, man, I've had some stuff happen recently where I know I smashed directly into Satan's kingdom with what I did. And I got a kickback from it later on. Okay? So I was like, damn, I must have really caused some serious damage in his kingdom. And I'm banging on it right now. Get our men out from get our men out from under that procrastination, that fear, that you name it, that they're in right now, that excuse making, you know, we're not playing around. Okay? That folly that a lot of our men are in, getting them out of it. That's the name. That's what's going on. All these excuses and stuff. This thing, man, again, Straitway. Why all these people stop getting so mad about what I'm saying and go test what I'm saying? Test my boast. Oh, I know. I seen a video. Test. It says, prove all things and hold fast to that which is true. And you've noticed, I put a chat, the way I'm set up, you could come in, question anything I say. You could question anything I say, real time. I go back to putting a phone number on here where you could call into the show and question me on the spot, live. I could book anything you come at me with. At the end of the day, y'all, these people are scared. These are not real men out here. They're males. They're not real men. They don't want to play around. They don't want the types of problems that, you know, we could bring. You understand what I'm saying? But it ain't about all that. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, people are in situations and people make moves the way they make moves because they are not real men. They're just males. You're not playing around. This is big old book facts. People got spirits of fear, spirits of whatever you want to call it on them. Okay? All right, hold on one second. Let me get back over here. All right, y'all did. All right. So let's see on the other. Okay, somebody you can't. Yeah. Job's wife had a similar spirit when she told him to curse his God and die. And that's what a lot of women unknowing, a lot of them have been deceived and, they're not serious minded and they do that subliminally, unknowingly sometimes, whatever. But it is what it is. But what did Job do? That Job stayed grounded. Yep. Daughter of Sarah are secure. They are mouthy and full of amazement. My wife is mentally in agreement. However, emotions take over sometimes. But that's why you're the head. And like I said, that's why you have to be strong and you stay grounded in the truth. And that eventually they can grab, once you're firmly rooted, now they can hold on to you. And they're not going to be all over the place. Okay? Somebody said they're getting mad because it's true. Yeah. All right, let me see. Spirit of effeminate on a lot of men. Yeah, it's a spirit of fear. You see what I'm saying? This is real, man. This is the elephant in the room that, we're going to talk about, that Straitway talks about. This is why you come here and you listen, your life is going to get better. Your marriage will get better. The situation, the brothers you got around you, your economics, whatever you want to call it, you'll live a better quality of life. Okay? Let's see what he said. Hey, shalom, Brother Brandon. Awesome fellowshipping with you this weekend. All right. Told my pops to do the same thing. Don't go by a video here or there, but go to with your eyes what they are all about. Been months and haven't heard nothing. Yeah. Same thing. Brother Brown, I was talking to some people yesterday, and I had to tell them because it's like they took certain videos that fit what they wanted to, and they ran with that. And you got to do more research than that. I do exhaustive research. Somebody was like, I watched 3 hours worth of videos. Well, you didn't watch nothing. You didn't even, not only did you not even scrape the surface, you didn't even look at the surface. It's like 3 hours worth of videos. You don't know nothing. That's like one wicked ass Christian church service. Somebody said this is why mothers should not raise sons alone. Big old fat juicy facts. That's big old fiery facts right there. That's right. And this is why if you are a single mother and say you made the mistake that a lot of women make. You tried to choose a man based on how you felt. Well, you need to go to the get with a ministry so that you can have some type of true spiritual covering, not this bullcrap out there, but you could be under a man who truly walking the word out, so you got some covering. Maya Shai was telling me that my wife was telling me Elder Rufus put out a video. Go check out that video he put out, Straitway, Georgia. Check out that video he put out yesterday to see what it's really about. It ain't what you think. Let me see something. He said, video, study Yah's word. But this is the thing. He said, Yah said he given us pastors and teachers. So yeah, study the word, but don't come up with your personal understanding, because you also need examples, just like I needed. And I had been studying the word for years, but you still need pastors, teachers, leaders. That takes us into the other thing, something else I'm going to show you. All right? Let me see something here. Okay, we good there. All right. That brings us into another point that I'm going to make. Yeah. All right, hold on. All right, there we go. Okay. Yeah, my phone be ringing all day, so y'all know the way it is. But that brings us to something else. The last point I'm gonna make is one of the big issues is submission to authority, or submitting to another man. These men, what happens, these men walk around in a spirit of pride. And when you have pride, guess what? You can't be told. You can't be told anything. That pride shuts your ears. Check this out. I'm going to do this for you. All right, hold on. I think I might put this in. But when you have a spirit of pride, when you're better than everybody, that's the spirit these men have. Y'all's dealing with me. I don't need no man between me and y'all, this, that, and the other. Ain't nobody need to teach me nothing. I was never taught. I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other. I've seen it all. Spirit of pride is a spirit of pride. Spirit of humility and meekness, you actually know that you don't know everything, and that you actually need to be taught some things, and that you need to get understanding. Okay? And from the top down, that's Straitway. People who actually know how to listen. And I can tell you, again, eyewitness real talk. Okay, eyewitness real talk. Being up there with Pastor Dow, watching him operate, watching what he does, this, that, and the other, I think people are taken when they meet Pastor Dow, because what? He really don't talk that much. He spend more time, if he's not preaching, he's pretty much listening. And when I say listen, Pastor Dow knows how to follow instruction. Because I was working with him. I was fixing some stuff, fixing his show up and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, you put this here. Hey, you do this. Hey, you do that. Boom, 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 boom. And he listened to everything to a T, and he's like one of the best listeners. And let me tell you, I don't like, but I'm gonna have to do it. But I'm gonna greatly start limiting how I talk about some of these other folks out here. But I've seen other people clearly far from, I ain't gonna say ever, but just sloppy and messy as hell, and needing a lot of mentoring and examples and leadership, and really needing a lot of growth in their life, spiritually, mentally, this, that, and other. Wrestling with spirits of fear, wrestling with spirits of pride, and you can't tell them shit. Nothing. And they ain't got nothing to show for anything except sloppiness. Okay? And you can't tell them nothing. Why? Because they got a spirit of pride on. But yeah, here's a man when you look at the footwork, the fruit, he's over thousands of people, got communities, this, that, other, wives, got it. And hearkens and listens and I'm telling you, man, spirit of humility. But people don't know because they don't go out and do that. And look, all these emotions, man, I ain't gonna say it. The Bible says, prove all things. You can't just prove something watching 2 videos and getting mad. That's not how you do it. You gotta dig, what does it say? It's the glory of kings to search a matter out or something like that, Oh yeah. So when it comes to that whole submission to authority, when it comes to that submission of authority, when it comes down to that, I was talking to somebody yesterday. Like I've seen people who ain't got nothing going for themselves, and they sit there and tell me, "Oh, I ain't submitting to no man," and other stuff like that. Then, like here I am, I'm over Straitway, Florida, but what people don't realize is, dude, I'm getting told and yelled at all the time and listening and getting told what to do. That's what I'm saying. You can't be a leader unless you know how to listen and carry out orders. People don't realize that. So what you get is a lot of these macho boy pseudo leaders that they get their identity out of being over some people and bossing people around, and that's how they get there, But they ain't got no footwork. They dance is sloppy. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, brother, swore the truth. I can't look the scriptures up, so if you post a scripture in there, just put the text in there too, and I'll read it. So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm getting ready to move forward with my plan of the day. Got a little work I'm gonna do in here, getting everything prepared to be loaded up. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. Shift some stuff around here. Got a couple of shelves to break down. These shelves you see around me. But yeah, I'm just getting everything put in place, and we get it up out of here. But and I got some other stuff I got to take care of. You'll definitely hear about that as soon as I get the arrangements taken care of. But y'all man up, man. This is real, man. Get your stuff in order for sure. Yeah, man. But anyway, I appreciate all y'all tuning in. I'm gonna wrap this one up. I see the business is already beginning to come in that I gotta handle, so appreciate y'all. With that said, I'm Michael Israel. Shalom, shalom.